All right, so in the Halachot of Tefillin, the Gemara speaks about the holiness of Tefillin, the significance of Tefillin. The Rambam tells us that the Kedusha Tefillin, Kedusha Gdolahi, the holiness of Tefillin is very holy. It's a very big holiness. Why? Shekol zman she'atefillin al rosho shel adam ve'al zero'o. As long as we have Tefillin on our head and on our hand, hu anav, the person will welcome more humility to themselves. Ve'yareh, and fear of Hashem more. Ve'eno nimshach b'schok u'v'zicha v'tela, and he won't go after mundane activities and mundane, unnecessary actions and connections and speech. As long as you have the tefillin on you, it brings more holiness, more seriousness, more alignment with holy values and divinity. Ve'eno me'arer b'machshavot ra'ot, it'll help a person not to have false and bad thoughts, negative thoughts. Ela, what does it help a person do? Mafne libo ledivrei emet. It helps us deviate and go towards the words of emet, words of Hashem, words of Torah, words of truth. Ve'atzedek, and righteousness. Lefichach tzarich adam yishtadel liyot alav kol hayom. Therefore, a person should have an effort to have the tefillin on them all day. Why? Shemitzvatan kach, he said the Ramban, that's the mitzvah of tefillin. Now, last time I went to Costco, I didn't bump into anybody from the Keilah with tefillin at the checkout. Or, at Safeway at a gas station, you never saw someone with tefillin. However, the Rambam says that the mitzvah of tefillin is to wear it all day. Now, once a person puts on tefillin for one moment, put it on, take it off, you did the mitzvah of tefillin. That's an absolute bare minimum. However, the mitzvah, because it welcomes so much holiness and removes so many distractions from our mind and our heart, then the more we put it on, the holier it is. There's even a pasuk that says, "Ve'yaru kol amei haaretz, amei haaretz, ki shem Hashem nikra alecha, ve'yaru mimeka." The nations of the land will see that the name of Hashem is on you, and they will fear you. What's the name of Hashem on you? You're going to write the name of Hashem over here? But when you put tefillin on you, then they see the name of Hashem on you. And when they see that, there's fear, there's kavod, there's reverence. This is holiness. There's something about the tefillin. It's nothing, something very powerful. And they found when Shaul HaMelech died in war, Shaul HaMelech, the first king of Israel, died in war. So somebody came to tell David HaMelech, Shaul died. And here I can prove to you that it was him. I have things that can prove that they're his. What did he bring on Mefarshim say? Some say they brought his crown. But there's another Mefarsh that says he brought his tefillin. Tefillin? Shaul was at war and he had the tefillin on him? Our sages say that they used to go to war with tefillin on them. With the tefillin on you, that's how you go to war. Obviously, they probably had smaller ones, more comfortable ones. I don't know what they had. But they had something, and even this is fine. And they went with the tefillin to war, so it says the Rambam says. So now we're going to ask a question that's brought down over here by Hagaot Maimoniot. So you're supposed to, let's say people used to put on tefillin all day. Are you allowed to wear tefillin at night? You're not allowed to wear tefillin at night. At night, you are not allowed to wear tefillin. Shema yafiach b'hem, because if a person wears tefillin at night, they might fall asleep for a second, and maybe they'll release some unnecessary releases at night, gases, and that's not kavod for the tefillin. You have to have a guf naki, you have to have a clean body for tefillin, yeah? And you have to be in a conducive, clean area for tefillin that doesn't have a bad odor, doesn't have improper things in the room, should be that. So we can't have tefillin at night. So I asked the Gaot B'Amoniyot, so what says tefillin all day? How does that work? And we know that you don't put on tefillin at night. So he brings over here, even though we don't do this today, but I wanted to share this. I was learning this with Ron yesterday. It's unbelievable. He says over here, in the name of the Itur and Rav Amram, וששאלתם ממנהג דרבנן, כך ראיתי גאונים ואבות בית דין והאלופים הראשונים. I saw the אבות בית דין, the גאונים, the great sages, the first ones, וכל חכמי הישיבות, all the חכמים of the ישיבות, וכן מנהג שאין חולצים עד קימי השמיים על הארץ של ערבית. They would wear tefillin all day and leave it on, even for ערבית. They would start ערבית, maybe it was the early ערבית. They say, ברכות השם מבורך, the ברכות שמע ישראל, ואהבת, והיה, until קימי השמיים על הארץ, before ויאמר Hashem. And then they would remove the tefillin in the middle over there. He says, why? because there's a halakha that says, if a person reads the Shema and says, "Ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'ayu letotafot ben anecha," and they don't have the tefillin on them, says the Gemara in Masechet Brachot, כאילו מעיד עדות שקר, עדut sheker be'atzmo al atzmo. It's as if a person is giving a false testimony. What's the false testimony? They say, tie it, put it, and it's not there. So it's as if it's a false testimony. That's why a person should, when they say the Shema, they need to have the tefillin on them. And of course, that's the Shema of the morning, and that's okay. And there's different halachot around that, because, fine, that's during the week, not Shabbat. But they used to even put it at night because of that reason, because they don't want to say, Ukshartam leot al yadecha, without the tefillin at all, and that's the significance of the tefillin. And they said, Amru alav, said the Rambam, al Rav, Talmid Rabbeinu HaKadosh, Rav, the student of Rabbi Yehuda HaNasi, shekol yamav lo ra'u she'alach 4 amot belo Torah, or belo tzitzit, or belo tefillin. A rabbi called Rav. They never saw him ever walking around without either tefillin, tzitzit, Torah, never alone. Always with Hashem, always with something, and that's the Kedushat Tefillin, Baruch Adonai L'Olam. Amen.